Hey guys, it's Lauren. If you need help with any writing tips or refilling your creative well, you come to the right place, as I am a blind author. And today, I am doing J.M. Hillary's The Debut Novel Tag.
First question, tell us about your debut novel. That is a smart ass answer.
Yeah, I know. So, the first book that me and Nicole wrote together is This Beast. It's the first book in the Hunted trilogy, and it's called Hunted the Immortal Kiss. And I'm going to read the blurb because Nicole did a good job writing the blurb for it.
Aww.
I would just be like, vampires, human, and more. ... The end.
You know, some people have done that for paranormal stories.
Oh. So, the blurb for Hunted reads, while investigating a serial killer on a rampage in Denver, a young woman discovers that she may be his next target. Scarlet Blackwater is a part of Trained Slayers, a group of humans and paranormal creatures trained to protect humanity from monsters who discover a vital secret has been kept from her. Will the secret help her put a stop to the killer, or will it hinder her from doing her job? Donovan Basile is an ancient vampire trying to fit into the human world by running the bar Angly Vampire with his brother Michael. It isn't until their path crosses that Scarlet realizes her interaction with the paranormal runs deeper than her career as a slayer. Together can they defeat the murderer, or will Scarlet become another victim?
Next question, will you do traditional or self-publish?
So, I believe there was a couple of publishing houses that we did reach out to when we realized we had to revise book 1 because there were issues with a couple of scenes, formatting. Yes, you could tell that it was her first book, which is fine, and it shows growth that we were willing to pull the book to fix the mistake and republish it. But then when nobody would bite, we decided to publish it through Amazon KDP and self-publishing.
Which is not easy.
No. It's hard to believe that it was over a year ago that we published it, though.
Next question, what is the status of your current work in progress?
So, as I said, book 1 was self-published through Amazon, Kindle, in September of last year, as we were trying to push the book out on Halloween, and ended up actually being published in September.
Next question, how long have you been writing?
So, I feel like I've been writing for the last 15 to 20 years, but I feel like I have taken writing seriously by looking for podcasts, YouTube videos, and classes to enhance and get better at my craft for the last 5 to 10 years.
Next question, what earlier works were put on the back burner or abandoned completely for the novel creation?
So what was titled The Masquerade, which is going to be retitled, I don't know yet, but it's my solo project that I was working on, which is a contemporary romance that looks at the idea of cliques in high school and classism.
Next question, what was the most challenging part about writing the novel? Besides grammar.
Yeah, that's the obvious answer. Probably since it's set in the real world setting instead of making up my own universe, would be doing the research on Denver and making sure the things that I was writing to set up the setting and the world building was accurate and it made sense to the story still.
Next question. What was the funnest part about writing a novel?
There are a lot of fun parts because I've learned about myself that I like to write stories that are character driven. So coming up with the characters and writing the dialogue for the characters, it's fun to get into the mindset of the characters that you're writing for.
I thought it was funny is that a lot of people that read the book, their favorite characters are Ayana and Jet. And it's so funny because you were for Jet and I were for Ari. And like it shows her like how we are as siblings almost.
And they're not even the main character.
Right, that's what's funny about it.
Yeah.
Next question. What did you learn during the writing process?
I think the biggest thing that I learned as far as writing goes is the good way to balance dialogue between the characters as well as having action, but how like their body language and interactions between each other that's not dialogue can also help show the character's personality.
Next question. If you could go back in the past, what 3 things would you tell the version of yourself just starting on their first draft?
That it's okay to make mistakes along the way, and even once you think the book is ready to be published. Because, as I said, when we published the first book, things were pointed out to us that weren't pointed out to us right away. Like, there were scenes repeated, there were typos.
Well, to be fair, your computer crashed and then we didn't realize what had passed through cracks.
But, it's good to take a step back and reflect and think, okay, do I want to just leave it up there so I can say I published a book? Or do you want to be proud of something even if you have to take it down? And I know some people would have to totally rewrite the entire story and before republishing it. And that's okay too. Because it's a process.
Right. One I mentioned is that there's no such thing as a bad idea. So when we were writing the first book for Hunted, we had a separate Word doc. We had put ideas that didn't really feel like they fit in book 1. And when we wrote book 2, we already used those ideas.
And sometimes if you are not feeling inspired to write the manuscript, that it's okay, that you should try and find other books that are similar to what you're trying to write, or watch movies or films or TV shows that are similar to the voice that you're trying to use to tell your story, because they are all great things to help motivate you and get you back into the flow of writing. Because it didn't happen with Hunted, but it happened with a short story I was trying to write before we wrote Hunted, that I was struggling with some of the dialogue in the story because I was trying to write for scientists and sci-fi, and that's not my genre. Quiet you. And so I took a long break from writing it, and then when I tried to go back into it to finish it, there was a disconnect because I'd taken so much time away from working on the story. And so I was just trying to piece the draft together as best as I can and then go back again, and then going back in to fix it. Stop laughing at me!
I can't help it. They're called blindness. What does this mean? How do you write this? Like, do you want to write the story for you? No, I got it. 5 minutes later, Nicole?
Just hold my hand while I write it and feed me, every other line.
Next question. Will your next book be a sequel or a new story?
So, I had Hunted as a trilogy, and the second book is called Legacies and Blood. The draft is finished.
Woo!
And we are working through editing it now because there is going to be a book 3.
That needs to be rewritten.
Yeah, that one needs to be rewritten. It's a hot mess. But it's cool that book 2 is almost done being edited, like the first round edit.
Well, to be fair, book 3 was written, and then we realized that it wasn't a sequel, it was more of a standalone. So we had to redo the third one.
I mean, we really wanted to show Ariana's story, because she's awesome. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the tag. I will leave the link to the original tag and the one that Ben over at Running to Write did as well for his new story. Fuck.
Sorry.
So I will leave a link down below to the original tag as well as Ben over at Running to Write, who has also done the tag for his upcoming release of his debut novel. Woohoo! I feel like this is a good video to segue into the anthology.
What? Wrong one.
So the anthology is called Realm of Enchantments, and it's a fantasy anthology where I'm looking for short stories under 5,000 words, artwork, and poetry about fantasy, magic, or mythical creatures, and the deadline for submission is April 1st of this year.
It's coming up.
It should be awesome! So, if you guys are considering to submit to the anthology and would like your work looked at, you still have time to get it in to Barrett Laurie Critique Group Live for the month of March, and then you can submit it back to me. So, if you guys liked the video and would like more content like it, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification for future videos and live streams. And until next time, try to find a way to be creative today, and I'll see you later. Bye!